Some of the greatest moments in rock weren't planned, they just happened. From feedbacks to laughs, these happy accidents became unforgettable parts of rock history. Let's look back at 5 legendary moments that prove, sometimes, mistakes make magic. The Police. Roxanne, 1978. When the Police were recording Roxanne, Sting leaned on a piano by accident, causing a loud bump. You can hear it right at the start, followed by Sting's laugh. Producer Nigel Gray loved the authenticity and left it in. That small laugh captured the excitement of a young band on the verge of fame. Sting later said, "It was me realizing I messed up, but it just felt right." Roxanne reached the UK Top 15 and became one of their defining hits. Van Halen. Eruption. 1978. Eddie Van Halen wasn't even recording a track. He was warming up. Engineer Don Londy recalls, Ted Templeman heard it and yelled, "Roll tape." That impromptu one-take became one of the most iconic guitar solos in history. Eddie himself said, "I didn't think it was that great. It was just me fooling around." Eruption showed how raw spontaneity could change the course of rock guitar forever. Queen and David Bowie. Under Pressure. 1981. In a Montreux studio, Queen and Bowie were struggling to find a direction until John Deacon played that bass riff. Everyone suddenly locked into the groove, and the magic began. Brian May later said, "The best moments happened when we stopped thinking." The result was Under Pressure, a song born from pure, spontaneous collaboration that went on to top the UK charts. U2. I Still Haven't Found What I'm Looking For. 1987. During the Joshua Tree sessions, this track was nearly abandoned. Producer Daniel Lanois remembered, "It started as a simple gospel groove, nothing special." But when Bono began to improvise new lyrics live, Engineer Flood kept rolling. That single, unplanned take became the final version. Bono later said, "It wasn't planned, but it felt alive, so we kept it." The song hit #1 in the US, proving that sometimes the spirit of the moment is everything. The Beatles. I Feel Fine. 1964. This might be the first recorded feedback ever used deliberately in pop music. During a break, John Lennon's guitar leaned against Paul's bass amp, and a sharp feedback tone filled the studio. Instead of stopping the session, Lennon shouted, "That. Let's start with that." Engineer Norman Smith later recalled, "It was pure accident, but John loved it." That squeal of feedback became the song's intro, marking one of the earliest examples of studio experimentation in rock. I Feel Fine topped the charts worldwide, all thanks to an unintentional sound. Sometimes the best moments in rock weren't planned, they just happened. From Sting's laugh in Roxanne to the Beatles' feedback in I Feel Fine, these studio accidents became timeless. 5 legendary moments where mistakes turned into magic.